Ever feel like your morning routine in NYC could flip in a flash? Picture this. You're on the Upper East Side, neighborhood streets buzzing, and suddenly, boom, a sound that rattles bones, sends your heart racing. At around 10 a.m. on August 15, 2025, residents heard what felt like an explosion near 305 East 95th Street, just steps from Central Park. Almost instantly, thick black smoke billowed into the Manhattan skyline, turning a familiar view into something straight out of an action movie. Witnesses were stunned, and so was the city. Within minutes, alarms went up. FDNY declared a 3-alarm fire and mobilized over 170 firefighters, EMS, and first responders to the 7-story apartment building. The scene at 305 East 95th Street became a blur of flashing lights and blaring sirens, with teams racing to contain a blaze that threatened to spread and a city that held its breath. Eyewitnesses described the blast feeling like a truck had smashed into the building, with windows rattling and hearts pounding. Videos on social media showed thick, oily black smoke rising high above the city. The massive smoke cast a dark cloud over Manhattan's iconic skyline, something so vivid it couldn't be ignored. Deputy Assistant Chief James Canty of the FDNY confirmed that the fire began on the roof and quickly spread to the cockloft and into 3 penthouses on the top floor. Flames shot upward, engulfing the structure in orange and black that spoke to just how serious the situation had become, fast. Firefighters faced dangerous, cramped conditions as they battled the blaze from the roof down through tight stairwells. Tackling fire that creeps through concealed spaces like a cockloft is a top-tier challenge, sometimes harder than it looks. Their training and teamwork, combined with sheer grit, made all the difference. Fortunately, crews contained the blaze before it impacted adjacent buildings. 3 firefighters sustained minor injuries and were treated on-site or later at hospitals. The building's superintendent, who'd been in the basement when it all went down, was also treated for minor injuries. Thankfully, no lives were lost. The NY Office of Emergency Management urged residents nearby to keep their windows closed to avoid smoke inhalation. Streets were closed and traffic snarled as emergency teams secured the area. The sudden alarm turned a quiet morning into a cautionary, smoky disruption. Social media lit up with videos and commentary. One user captured the moment the smoke began billowing and posted, "Something just exploded on E95th Street. Black smoke." Others described skyward clouds of smoke wrapping across skyline silhouettes, while sirens screamed in the background, visuals both dramatic and deeply unsettling. Travel grind? It halted. The explosion near East 95th and 2nd Avenue disrupted traffic, made buses reroute, and triggered delays in subway lines. Nearby shops and eateries, some high-end, others corner staples, shuttered doors as a precaution. Tourists and residents alike were forced to adapt on the fly. With so much at stake, investigators have launched a deep inquiry into what caused the blast and whether it was accidental or otherwise. They're examining everything from structural concerns to possible gas line issues, though nothing has been confirmed. For now, authorities urge calm and patience as facts take shape. Let's set this moment in context. New York has faced deadly explosions before, from East Harlem's 2014 blast that leveled 2 buildings to steam pipe ruptures. But this time, prompt action and quick coordination prevented disaster. It's a stark reminder of what's at stake in public safety and infrastructure. Historical context only, for viewer understanding, not narrative drama. Meanwhile, the community stepped up. Neighbors helped vulnerable residents evacuate, shared water and blankets, and stood by first responders. When the unexpected hits, New Yorkers often respond with resilience and compassion. For those displaced or wary, recovery isn't instant. Smoke damage, water seepage, and damage to interiors can keep residents from returning. Cleanup crews, inspectors, and insurers all play roles in turning the page, one step at a time. What's the takeaway? Fires like this underscore the importance of regular building inspections, functional alarms, and fire safety awareness. In dense cities, every second counts. Whether you're a renter or a property manager, preparedness can be the difference between chaos and control. As the smoke clears over Manhattan, this Upper East Side explosion stands as both a cautionary tale and a showcase of emergency skill. No lives lost, structures contained, and a city reminded that its greatest strength lies in readiness and the people who run toward danger when everything else runs away. In the hours following the incident, drone footage from above the Upper East Side captured the full extent of the smoke column as it drifted over nearby blocks. The black plumes stood out against the blue August sky, visible from miles away. Local meteorologists even commented that the smoke's density could briefly affect air quality readings in surrounding neighborhoods. While officials stressed that the levels were not hazardous for the wider city, those in the immediate area were advised to limit outdoor activity until the fire was fully extinguished and the smoke had dissipated. One overlooked aspect of emergencies like this is the logistical ballet behind the scenes. While firefighters are on the roof and stairwells, other teams coordinate water supply, maintain communications, and manage incoming resources. Police units control crowds and traffic, ensuring emergency lanes stay clear. Utility companies, often working quietly in the background, arrive to cut power or gas lines that could fuel the blaze. It's a synchronized effort where every second and every role counts toward a safe resolution. As images and videos continue to circulate online, news outlets across the country picked up the story. The footage resonated with viewers, not just because of the scale of the fire, but because it tapped into a shared urban reality. In a city as complex as New York, one moment can change everything. It's that unpredictability, whether it's a subway delay, a power outage, or, in this case, a dramatic rooftop fire, that keeps the city both exhilarating and humbling. For residents directly impacted, the next steps will involve inspections, insurance claims, and temporary housing. A Red Cross and local relief groups often step in to provide essentials like clothing, toiletries, and food vouchers. Landlords and building managers will work with contractors to assess the structural and electrical integrity of the top floors. These recovery phases can be slow, but they're critical to ensuring the building is not only livable again, but also safe from any future incidents. As investigators piece together the final report, this event will likely serve as a case study for both city planners and emergency responders. From the moment the first call came in to the last ember being doused, every action will be reviewed for strengths and lessons learned. It's a cycle that keeps New York's response systems sharp and adaptable. And for those who lived through it, whether from a nearby apartment or watching from the street, it's one more reminder that in this city, the unexpected is always just around the corner, but so is the help you need to face it.